So then we have, so we have our commute home, and then we have cooking, right? So cooking, I put an hour, right? It may not take that long, but I tend to take my time with my cooking because I want to, and because I enjoy it, because I'm usually listening to something, right? I'm studying while I cook. And then I have my dinner, 30 minutes, and then cooking, and then washing the dishes. So this is all solid gold. This is all dead time that I can be using, right? From 8 till 9, I gave myself 1 more hour of dedicated study time. And again, you guys don't have to do this. I know a lot of you guys have families or other things to do. This is the part that might be unrelatable, which is that I am placing several things at an absolute top priority, and I'm in the process of changing my life, right? I'm in the process of switching to a whole new career. And so I have some really huge things I have to accomplish in a short period of time. So being totally transparent and honest with you guys, this is the part where you might not find it relatable, the sheer volume that I'm doing, right? So you don't have to do that. In my book, I say that even 30 minutes a day will be enough to maintain one of your languages. An hour is absolutely perfect. If you can do 1 hour a day, it's amazing, right? So this shows you all the different places that I can find dead time. You only have to choose a couple of those, and you'll already have almost all of your study time taken care of, right? So lastly, we have this green box from 9 to 10. That's pleasure. Here's the cool thing. For me, that means reading in French. Reading is a huge passion of mine, and reading in French is just something that I love to no end. I mean, it's such a pleasure, and my French is at a level after a lot of hard work. It took me a long time to get there, but I can read in French with no problem, and I don't need a dictionary. There are words I don't know, but nothing stops me from enjoying the book. And so this is what I want to express to you guys is if you put in the work and you get your languages to a very high level, maintaining them becomes easy because it is your pleasure time, right? I'll do a video about a unique feature, in my opinion, of languages as a hobby, but I'll save that for next time. So from 9 to 10, I'm going to read in French. I have not been reading for months and months and months and months, and it's been very sad for me. So I want to dedicate at least an hour per day to reading in French. So by doing that, I'm going to be maintaining my French while I'm doing Japanese and German. So you start to see, you're going to notice over the course of this year, my routine will become more and more sort of complex in terms of how many languages I manage to maintain at the same time. But you'll notice it's gradual. This is truly, I'm being fully transparent. I'm showing you exactly how this works. Every time I've done this, this is what happens. I start simple, just German, Japanese. Already, I found a way to incorporate French. And over time, I gradually start incorporating more and more languages at the same time, but it happens organically. This is where I said you have to be flexible. I'm flexible enough to I allow myself to adapt. So over the course of time, you will probably see that I start to maintain about 6, 7, or maybe even all 8 languages at the same time, but again, in a very cohesive and organic way. The last block is for brushing my teeth. This is not just brushing my teeth, this is also taking a shower. I take very fast showers normally. I mean, for me, 10 minutes is plenty. Brushing my teeth, getting into bed. So normally when I brush my teeth, I listen to stuff. You'll notice I spend a lot of time listening. I do a lot of input-based learning. But that's it, there you have it. So let's sort of calculate how much dead time that we have got here. So we have, this is just dead time. So 45 minutes for the commute, 30 minutes for lunch, then we have 45 minutes for the return commute, then we have 60 minutes for cooking, 30 minutes for eating, 30 minutes for dishes, and 30 minutes. So that's 270 minutes. So that's 4.5 hours a day, just dead time. Okay, 4.5 hours of just dead time. Okay, now let's write that down. Okay, so 4.5 hours. Now let's calculate our dedicated study time. We have 1.5 hours. We also have an hour. That's the morning, and then we have another hour. So 3.5 hours of dedicated study time, right? So that gives us a grand total of 8 hours per day. Now, I want to really stress this. This is very important. I'm not suggesting that all of you guys should do this, okay? But a lot of you guys ask me in the comments over the years, how could you possibly do this? What's the secret? People think I have a gift. They think I'm just talented and I just do this by magic. I want you guys to see exactly how I became what I am, right? Now, here's the fact. I would not be such an advanced polyglot if I had had a normal social life over the last few years. I would like a social life. Okay, I didn't choose that, but I found myself in a position traveling all over the world, being in different countries. I didn't want to move, but I kept having all these weird circumstances. Sometimes they were out of my control, like losing my job and I had to leave. Sometimes I chose to leave. But that resulted in spending a lot of time alone. And that's had some consequences, right? However, I chose to use that as an opportunity to turn it into something positive, something productive. And so I chose to craft and hone a process of learning languages, and I dedicated many, many, many hours. And so that dedication and the sheer quantity of hours that I put into it, combined with a lot of experimenting over the years and refining my process, that's what led to being able to, again, to craft such an intricate system where I was able to both maintain and learn, a lot of languages in a very short period of time. Again, that's what makes my story most unique. It's not totally unique, but a lot of polyglots, especially the very accomplished ones like Richard Simcott, Luca Lampariello, for example, these guys have been learning languages for a very, very long time. And they're unbelievable polyglots. Amazing people. I love them both. They're huge inspirations to me. I'm friends with both of them. But I'm just saying that what makes my story most unique probably is just that I got to speaking 8 languages at high levels in just a couple years, right? So this is how I did it, right? So in the next episode, we will start talking about what we're going to be doing in those dead time and dedicated study hours. And I can't wait. So cheers.